Should I take on a business partner? I get so many questions on asknoelle.net, and this question has come out so many times. Should I take on a business partner? If so, what type of business partner works best? Should it be my spouse? Should it be my boyfriend or girlfriend? Should it be my family member? What type of business partners work best, if I should even have one at all? In this video, I'm going to share with you the real answer from a multimillionaire who used to live in her parents' basement, broke, bankrupt with bad credit, to now owning lots of rental properties and having very many successful businesses. So I'm going to share with you the real answer on should you take on a business partner. Let's go.
Noelle. Yeah, she can fix that. You gotta get it done, or you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So let's get right into it. If you have a question for me, go to asknoelle.net and I will do my best to answer it. So this is a question that I get asked all the time because business partners really can help you or hurt you. Just think about it. If you have a business partner, this means that you have someone to share the expenses with. They could pay for half of everything. You only have to do half the work because you guys can split it up. You actually have someone that can do something that maybe you're not very good at. They can be very good at it and they do that thing. And then the thing that you're very good at, you do. So there are many, many reasons on why you should take on a business partner, but I am going to give you the simple answer, and it's going to be no. But before I tell you why my answer is no, let me explain to you why you probably should take on a business partner and in what cases it might be really good for you. Let me start off by saying, yes, I have had lots of business partners and I start many businesses with business partners. And even today, I have business partners and people that I own properties with, and I only own a certain percentage because I partner with someone else. When you first get into real estate investing, you're probably going to be partnering with someone because either you have money or you have time, but you don't have time, money, and experience. So when I first started doing real estate the correct way, I got a coach and I actually partnered with my coach. I was able to send them deals and we did a successful fix and flip together. I made almost $17,000 off of that deal, and it was really amazing for me. When I started coaching, I started partnering with some of my students. Many of them I would just pay fees to find me deals, but in some cases we would partner with those deals. And I have had numerous different business partners. And even today, I have a business partner in several of my businesses. But let me explain. When I first started getting business partners, I had those ideas that I shared with you earlier, like we're going to split the work and we're going to split the expenses and we're going to split the efforts so that I don't have to do everything myself. It was very appealing, but it never panned out for me. A lot of the business partners that I chose, they were maybe even too lazy. They didn't do their part. They didn't hold up their end. Maybe financially, they wanted me to pay for everything. There were lots and lots of problems with a lots of the business partners that I had. And I definitely learned something from every single experience. So in the end, I would say, yes, you should take on business partners because eventually you're going to end up to the place where you don't need business partners. And that is the ideal place to be. If you have a business partner, it's because you want a business partner, not that you need a business partner. If you need this person for money, or if you need this person because of their expertise, or you need them because they have time to do stuff you don't have time to do, you're probably not going to be successful. Needing someone comes from lack. It comes from scarcity. Those mindsets and those positions and places and statuses are not where you want to be with your business. You want to come from a place of power, a place of empowerment where you don't need anyone. Yes, I want you to do these things, but if you don't do them, I can hire someone to do it. And I know how to hire someone to do these items. And in many cases, that may be what you need. However, if you are partnering with a brother, a sister, a family member, or someone that you're really close to, like your spouse, those are conversations that you are going to have up front. Here are the expectations. Here's what you're expected to do. Here's the money that you're expected to do. And I have found that setting the expectations right up front does help with a business partner. However, not having those conversations could be disastrous. Today, Noelle Randall has business partners, but they're all silent. Okay. If I'm running the business and this person is listed as one of my business partners, they do not have anything to do with the operations of the business. That is my area of expertise. That is what I do. And that's how I have set up my businesses. I do not like having a lot of input because it throws you off. One of the reasons I tell you that most people are not successful in their business is because they can't focus. They keep going from thing to thing, or they have this new idea and this new thing, and they keep jumping from thing to thing. And if you truly want to be successful in your business, you're going to have to stay focused. You're going to have to stay committed and dedicated to the thing that you're doing, the way that you're doing until it works. You can't just keep switching from thing to thing. Now, it does take time to find what that thing is, but you have to be able to make a decision and stick to it until it works. Having business partners gives different opinions. It leads to arguments. Sometimes it confuses you. And for me, as a new business owner, it was actually detrimental. I needed the people and I let them get me off of focus. If you are in a situation where you don't need them and you can stay focused, then it might work for you. But in the end, should you take on a business partner? Really, the answer is probably no. If you have the autonomy to fail without having to answer to someone else, it really does empower you. A lot of times, what really stops us and hurts us in businesses is that lack of confidence. And when you're looking for validation from someone else, even your business partner, that can be detrimental to you. So if you're doing it by yourself and you're working on yourself and your inner self and getting confident and strong, and you're getting coaching and you're reading the books and you're going to conferences and classes and seminars, and you're learning and you're out there and you're putting yourself out there, you're going to be successful. Those are the things that you need to do. You don't need someone to take up 50% of the finances. You don't need 50% of somebody to help you with 50% of the thing. You don't need to give away 50% of your business, and you surely don't want to answer to someone when things fail. It was really, really detrimental to me when I had a business partner and it didn't work out and they blamed me. It literally set me back. My confidence was just gone. If I'd have done it by myself, I wouldn't have had to have someone else's negativity. Again, we have our own negativity already inside of us. We don't need external voices. That is why I always try to be a positive voice for you, an encouraging voice for you, because I know you can do it. And just because something didn't happen yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Just because you haven't reached the $1 million doesn't mean it is not coming. Just because you didn't get that deal doesn't mean the next deal isn't coming. And a lot of times it is very easy for someone to be on the outside of the business or not have doing the heavy lifting to have a lot of criticisms and a lot of critiques that hold you back. You have your own criticisms and your own critiques of what you're doing. You don't need them from anybody else. So my answer, again, millionaire, you're asking Noelle Randall, should you take on a business partner? Most likely the answer is no. But if you already have a business partner, you need to just decide, what is everyone's role? What are the expectations? What are you going to do? How do we hold each other accountable? And we have to be a team, and there has to be one person that is the majority owner. I am not a fan of 50-50 partnerships, and I do not recommend them. Again, I'm not an attorney or a tax professional, but I do have 2 master's degrees, one in economic development, and I have my MBA from Baylor. And I would tell you, in business, it really works well when there is someone that is the majority owner and the majority decision maker. If that person is you, let it be you, and you can split the business 51-49, 70-30, 60-40, whatever you're saying. But I do not recommend 50-50. Okay, that's, again, Noelle Randall is giving you her, multimillionaire opinion, and you could do what you please. But let me give you some help on how you can decide truly if you should have a business partner and if you're going to commit to that business partner, because that's another thing that trips people up. They'll have one business partner and then they switch to another business partner on the same business. And as long as you actually keep going with that business, that's probably a better idea than a new business partner with a new business idea. That definitely was my problem for many years. You should go to deals.noellerandall.com and pick up my Amazon bestseller book, Pick a Horse, and the Manifestation Journal, absolutely free. You just cover the shipping. Deals.noellerandall.com. Go there right now and get both of these books shipped to you absolutely free. You just cover the shipping. This book, Pick a Horse, is an absolute Amazon bestseller because I really poured my heart into this book. I tell you my real story on how I was able to focus in and become a multimillionaire. I made so many mistakes before and lost so much because I was just not focused. I would start a business idea. If somebody put me down or said something negative to me, a lot of times I would start over. Then I started going to classes and conferences and seminars and all these things. And in many cases, I would get new ideas and stop doing what I was doing and start doing something else. those are going to be the things that really destroy your success. If you can pick a horse and choose yourself and do the thing that you love and that you can stay committed to, you will be able to be successful. There is a process to it, though. In this book, Pick a Horse, I actually give you the process with some checklists and some templates and some real help on how you can stay focused. Additionally, when you read the book, you will be inspired, motivated, and have the tools that you need. But this manifestation journal is going to take you to the next level. This is a journal that is designed where you will journal in the morning and the evening. You will outline what your goal is every single day, and every single day you will write that same goal down for 100 days. This journal is designed for you to achieve your number one goal in 100 days. Psychologically, you will be writing down that idea 100 days, day and evening. You will write down things that you're going to do to achieve the goal, and then you will reflect on it in the evening, and you will do the same thing morning and evening, and it will only take you just a couple of minutes each day. I have done this journal, I have worked through this, and I do them over and over. It's an easy way to achieve your number one goal in 100 days. These two books are life-changing. This book will inspire you, and this journal will be the tool that you need to take yourself to the next level. You can get both of these absolutely free. You just cover the shipping at deals.noellerandall.com. That's deals, deals, deals.noellerandall, noellerandall.com. Deals.noellerandall.com. Get both of these books. Go there right now. We will ship immediately. Supplies are very limited, but we are shipping out fast. You can get both of these again quickly. We will ship them immediately, but you have to go there right now. Deals.noellerandall.com. Why? Because I want to make sure that you have all of the knowledge, all of the tools, and all of the resources that you need to be successful. This is Noelle Randall. To your success.
Let's fix that.